There's this one conversation that is absolutely crucial for a strong, intimate partnership. But let's be honest, it's one that so many of us find kind of daunting. So today, we're going to break down exactly how to talk about sexual health with your partner.
So let's just jump right in with the question. What is that one conversation that has the power to build incredible trust and intimacy, but it often feels like the giant elephant in the room? If you're feeling a little hesitant just thinking about it, trust me, you are definitely not alone.
And yep, there it is, talking about sexual health. It can feel vulnerable, maybe a little awkward, or even kind of scary. But the key here is to reframe this whole thing, not as a challenge, but as a real opportunity. And that's exactly what we're going to dig into.
Okay, first up, let's talk about why this is so important. Why even bother, right? Well, because this isn't just about the physical stuff. It's about the health of your entire relationship. It really is a cornerstone of intimacy and trust.
What's so cool about this is how all these benefits just stack on top of each other. Think about it. When you create that emotional safety, you naturally build deeper trust. And that trust, it leads to a way better physical connection. And when you're both feeling respected and really understood, well, your entire partnership just gets stronger. This conversation is an investment with a huge, huge return.
All right, so you're probably sold on the why by now. But the big question is how? How do you actually do it? Well, it starts way before you even say a single word. This part is all about the essential prep work, the homework that'll set you up for success. This 3-step plan is your foundation. Okay, step 1. Get clear with yourself first. Like, why are you bringing this up? Is it about boundaries, desires, protection, or maybe just a general check-in? Step 2. Gather your thoughts. This doesn't mean writing a script. It just means having a few key points in mind so you don't get flustered. And third, and this one is so important, timing is everything, seriously. Don't bring this up when you're rushing out the door or after a super stressful day. A calm, private moment shows you respect the whole conversation.
Okay, you've done your homework. Now comes what is, for a lot of people, the hardest part, actually starting the conversation. The absolute key here is a gentle entry point, one that invites your partner in instead of putting them on the defensive. Let's look at this example. See how it starts with something positive? How connected we are. It frames the goal as a team effort, make our intimacy even better. And, crucially, it ends with a question that totally respects their time and readiness. It's an invitation, not a demand.
Here's another really great approach. It kicks off with an I feel statement, which is so powerful because, well, no one can argue with how you feel. It's your emotional truth. And again, it's focused on that mutual benefit, making sure we're both feeling fulfilled. And it ends with a really soft request to talk.
This slide just lays it out so perfectly. On the left side, you're building a bridge. On the right, you're basically building a wall. Using accusatory language like "you always" just triggers defensiveness. And bringing this stuff up during a fight, that's just weaponizing your intimacy. Remember, your opening line sets the entire tone for what's to come, so choose it wisely.
So, you've started the conversation beautifully. Awesome. Now, how do you keep it productive and safe once you're actually in it? This is where having some rules of engagement really helps.
This list is pure gold. I mean it. The biggest shift you can make is moving from trying to win to trying to connect. When your partner is talking, are you actually hearing them, or are you just busy thinking up your reply? And when you hear something you don't like, can you stay curious instead of getting defensive? Acknowledging their feelings. Just saying something like, "I hear that you feel that way," doesn't mean you agree. It just means you're validating their experience. And let me tell you, that is a total game changer.
And the skill that makes all of those do's possible is active listening. It's so much more than just being quiet while the other person talks. It's about giving them your full attention, watching their body language, and maybe even reflecting back what you heard to make sure you get it. It's the one tool that makes your partner feel truly seen and heard.
All right, as we start to wrap this up, I want to leave you with what is probably the most important takeaway of all. This isn't about having one perfect, massive conversation that solves everything forever. So here it is, your toolkit in a nutshell. You prepare with purpose, making sure you're calm and you know what you want to say. You start the whole thing with softness. You listen with real empathy to understand their world, and you share with honesty. These 4 pillars right here, they'll support pretty much any tough conversation you need to have. And that's really the heart of it. Think of this less like some scary mountain you have to climb and more like a path you walk together. Every small conversation builds more trust, which makes the next one just a little bit easier. It becomes this ongoing dialogue that weaves intimacy and strength right into the fabric of your relationship.
And that leads us to our final thought. You don't have to solve everything all at once. So what's just one small, totally manageable step you can take this week to start opening this door? Maybe it's just doing step 1 from our prep plan and getting clear on your own why. Whatever it is, that one small step is how this whole journey begins.